going on, boys? No guys here. Welcome back to another video. Now in today's video I want to make a squad build. Well, not Portugal versus France, really Portugal versus Belgium, but obviously that match is gone already. But Portugal versus Belgium, and let me know what your predictions are down below in the description. I'll be honest, I think Portugal to win. I'll say 2-1. That's kind of my take. 2-1 to Portugal. Ronaldo with probably 1 goal. Bruno Fernandez comes on with a second. That's my kind of opinion. But with the squad builder, we're going to stick with the meta players as well. So we're going to at least make this team usable, because there's no point just flinging any random players in. It's pointless. You don't watch me just to know about random players here and there. So the first card we're going to go with is Nani, because Nani is definitely one of the better cards in this game. I know Nani is not in the team, and also some players are not going to. We're not going to use icons, but I know some players are not in the Euros. I know Nani, I think, retired or whatever. He wasn't picked for the Euros. I think he got injured or whatever. But one of the better cards in the game. 300k now, 5-star, 5-star. How could you say no? One of the best cards I have used this year. There is no doubt about that. I think we've gone with Bruno Fernandez as well. Now, obviously, there's 2 versions of Bruno Fernandez. Whichever one you can afford, but obviously we're going to go with the Team of the Year version. And what do you think about his performance? I mean, it's probably been marked out pretty much in the games, but I'll be honest. Portugal are looking like a pretty good team, I'll be honest. I think if England go through, I mean, if we beat Germany, we've got a pretty easy route to the final. I mean, if we can't beat Germany, I think it's done for us. So we don't even deserve to go through. But I think we might be extremely lucky. So, you know, all the hard teams are on that side, and we're kind of chilling on that side. But Bruno Fernandez plays centre mid, CDM, completely play cam. One of the best players. And obviously, a Team of the Year version has better defending than a Team of the Season version. Do bear that in mind. Then we're going to towards the Belgium side. We're going with Hazard. Now, unfortunately, Carrasco's left wing. And I was trying to figure out, do I take Hazard or do I take Carrasco? I end up going with Hazard. It's the road to the final as well. So let's see. It depends kind of who gets through. I think Portugal will go through. I don't know why. I just got a good feeling about Portugal this year. Maybe it could be Euros Part 2. But anyway, high, medium, 4-star, 4-star. Top tier drill team balance. He speaks for himself. And he's right wing. So the idea was you wanted to make a Premier League kind of hybrid on the same side. Because to get everyone on chemistry was a bit of a disaster. So originally I had De Bruyne over here. But then what I decided to do in the end is I ended up going with Diogo Jota. Because this is the piece. The problem is with Belgium. In this game, they've got no good defenders. They've got like Vertonghen, but let's be realistic. No one's going to be using Vertonghen. And this Jota card, if this card gets fully upgraded, and I didn't, by the way, thank God. I know some of you guys haven't done these cards. The reason why I'm not using icons is, let's say, for example, you haven't done Jota, just sub in with someone like Eusebio or use someone else, Figo or whatever. But Jota, I've done this card, a top tier card. I use him more as a cam. I prefer him as a cam as opposed to a striker. But he's perfect in striking, my opinion, high. I still prefer Neymar instead of him. Good composure. Let's get everything. But if this guy gets fully upgraded, or even not even fully upgraded, if he gets half decently upgraded, I think he could be a top tick. One of the best cards in the game. Does lack the sprint speed though, so you do need, of course, the chem style. The right hand side, of course, how can we miss the main man, Ronaldo, which in my opinion is the GOAT. I think I've always been a Messi fan for a very, very long time, but I think since so in my opinion, Messi's best year was 2011, not 2013, 2011. That's because that's when he was unstoppable, in my opinion. Just because he was so fast, he could run past players. If it was Iniesta left, I think he's struggling. He needs to get the ball to himself. He can't run past a player. He still can, but he can't do what he used to do back in the days, to run past everyone like a joke. Not this Ronaldo. The Team of the Year Ronaldo is the better Ronaldo, by the way. So if you do have the coins, definitely go with the Team of the Year Ronaldo, just because he's got better dribbling and better sprint speed, as opposed to the Team of the Season version. But yeah, definitely go. It still turns up. Yes, you can say Ronaldo. Gonna break the record anyway. Well, already has matched anyway. So definitely gonna be the real game changer. Hopefully, fingers crossed, he's a good tournament. It could be his last tournament. I mean, he's probably gonna still play on, but it could be very much one of his last tournaments. But I think on international stage, in my opinion, Ronaldo can head the ball. Messi still one-footed. I don't care what anyone says. Ronaldo is, I would say, two-footed. In fact, the fact he's never got a 5-star weak foot is a bit of an embarrassment, in my opinion. But we got with Cancelo anyway. Cancelo goes in the team. You lack the chemistry, but this way we need to get chemistry to Ruben Diaz. I was going to go with Semedo, to be honest with you. To be completely honest, you have 2 choices here. You can use Semedo or you can use Ruben Diaz. I prefer Semedo. So I'm going to go with Semedo. Yes, you take a hit on the chemistry. But for those of you that know that I got Semedo is one of the best centre-backs in the game. And, you know, I'd be saying this is FIFA 20. Everyone keeps laughing at me. And then when they use him, they think, oh, my God, this guy's right. Top tier card. I can't even explain to you how good he is. It's unbelievable how good he is. Rui Patricio, not the best for goalkeepers. So we're kind of fixed to go with Courtois. Just an element of getting again, the chemistry is not going to be ideal. It's going to be in the high 90s, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to be perfect. But we're going to put Courtois in. It hasn't really had the best of years, to be fair, all around, but definitely goes inside the team. And then we're going to put KDB in. I've not seen that much of KDB, to be honest. I think a lot of these players, of course, on the international scene, are a bit man-marked as well out of the game. But KDB, there's two variations of it. It doesn't really matter which one you really want. It can go with either one. I would say go with the one with better defending if you're going to be playing him as a centre mid. That's kind of my opinion. So the team of season version has better defending, so that's the reason you want to go for that one. And then to get the link to Hazard, so we can get him on 8 chemistry, but I thought, you know what, let's try to bring him on 10. So we ended up going with a 4-3-3 formation. So we ended up putting Carrasco in. One of the probably the only players that I think he's still a top tier card. There's no doubt about it. He's got really good agility and balance. But the balance is 81. I would want to be 90, but still nonetheless a top tier card, high-low. And then to fix it all together, we had to go with it. So I didn't want to cheat, so we ended up going with Denea. You can of course get an icon if you want to, but we ended up going with Denea. Not the best of players, I won't lie. Halloween card anyway. Put this in. Yeah. Not the best of cards, I won't lie, but in order to get everyone in the team and get somewhat of chemistry, so I'll show you how it looked like in, well, if we go over to footbin over there, you can see positionally, as you can see, we've got a very much a healthy chemistry of a 93. Anything above 96 is normal. Anything above 89 is fine in my opinion. Don't worry too much about 100 chemistry. Chemistry only affects the chemistry style boost anyway, or if someone's off chemistry. And I guess this team in the season is not going to affect these players that much. But you can see we got the players in. We get Bruno Fernandez in as well. We get Ronaldo, Jota, Ruben Diaz. And again, if you prefer to have Semedo, feel free to put Semedo in instead. And actually, if you haven't got any of these players, let's say you haven't done, for example, the Jota card, you can feel free to just sub them out. So if you haven't done a Jota card, you can feel free to sub them out. Just go over here. Just you can put any icon in. I know, for example, icons are very expensive, but you can go with some of the icons, and if you want, just put any other icon on, maybe your favorite player. But you do have, for example, the likes of Figo, you do have the likes of Eusebio. I know they're very much on a higher end. You got Rui Costa, you got all these other players that are pretty good as well. So, and of course you got Ricardo Pereira, and you got a few other players as well that you can use instead. And I think that's the best defense realistically with chemistry. So how I look like in game, so I was going to say go for a 3-5-2 because you want to have fun. I don't think anyone's played 4-2-3-1 anymore. So I think Ronaldo definitely goes striker. The way I would do it is Jota in cam or maybe striker. The difference is which one of these two goes striker between Jota and Nani is completely dependent on personal preference. I prefer Nani because he's got the better composure. But some prefer Jota. Again, it's completely up to you. So you can switch them around and do whatever you want. So you kind of got like Ronaldo's basically got, let's be realistic, basically a 5-star weak foot. So all the 5-star skill moves. And then what we've done is we put De Bruyne and Bruno Fernandez in midfield. And don't forget, if you want the more defensive De Bruyne, you can put the other one in the team in the season variation. Then you got them two holding. Carrasco, then I would say put Denea in the middle, just because he's the slowest. And definitely put a shadow on Ruben Diaz. In fact, you can put Ruben Diaz in the middle as well if you want to. But that's the way that I'll play it in the game. And I'll be honest, I just want to do this for a bit of fun. I'll be honest, in this stage of the game, I was going to make a meta squad builder for like 4 or 5 million. But I thought, you know what, in light of Euros, I thought it would be quite fun to make. And I think people are making, I mean, when I was a kid, I used to play with Euros teams. I used to make teams out of the Euros players. And of course, you can't afford team and season variations. You can afford the gold variations anyway, so it'll still be fun. But I used to do this when I was a kid, so I thought I'd bring it back. And if some of you guys are going to be making a squad builders, and this way you got a meta squad builder that will at least be playable. The worst thing you want to do is you want to go into a Foot Champs game or whatever, or play a couple of Rivals games and have players that are sluggish and are moving like badly. So you might have fun for one game, but you at least want to have fun with good players, in my opinion. So that's the team I've gone with. Thanks for watching. If you have any other suggestions, let me know down below. I might do the England vs Germany one as well. Thanks for watching, boys. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.